Hello there, I'm glad you decided to join me on this small quest. Do you remember the days where you'd be listening to all your favourite new metal tracks on your iPod, wearing your favourite baggy jeans, looking forward to watching the new episode of Jackass on MTV, and finally, chatting to your friends online using AOL or MSN Messenger? Feel old like me yet? Well, today's game is out to make you remember those days, and kind of relive them. Today, we're talking about Emily is Away. Emily is Away is an interactive fiction game that transports players to the early 2000s. This is all through a simulated AOL Instant Messenger interface. Developed by Kyle Seeley as a passion project, the game is a love letter to a bygone era of internet culture, characterised by pixelated buddy lists, cryptic away messages, and conversations filled with song lyrics and emoticons. Let's start our conversation today with the story. It begins in 2002, during the player's senior year of high school and spans 5 years, with each chapter representing a new year in Emily and the players' lives. The entire game is framed through an AIM-style chat window, where players choose from preset responses to guide their conversations. Emily, the central character, is introduced as an old friend who shares a strong connection with the player. As the years pass, life takes Emily and the player in different directions. College, relationships, personal struggles, and the way the player interacts with Emily determines the tone of their evolving relationship. The writing is sharp, realistic, and filled with period-accurate references, making interactions feel very authentic. There was times during my playthrough of this that I'd be thinking, this game was written using my life. I would feel like I was re-experiencing moments from my past with the way Emily was describing events that was taking place. In a weird way, these moments felt like I was talking to my past self. I never thought when playing a video game I would get this feeling. Another thing I didn't expect when coming into this is the emotional depths this game goes into. As mentioned already, this tackles the idea of nostalgia a lot with the way the game is put together, which I'll discuss more later in the review. However, there are moments in the game where the characters reflect on the past with fondness and also pine for simpler times of high school. It also tackles relationships and how they can change over time. They can sometimes change for the better, however, they can change for the worse, and friendships can drift apart without you realising, or want them to. I don't want to delve into these aspects of the game any further, as I could spoil parts of it. Moving on to the gameplay, since Emily is Away is a text-based game, its mechanics are minimal, but they serve to enhance the immersion. The game recreates the experience of early 2000s instant messaging with a faithful AIM-style interface, complete with buddy lists, custom usernames, and nostalgic UI sounds. A feature I really liked was that you get to set your own username, again adding to that immersion and really making you feel like you are back in this world the devs have put you in. You also pick an avatar, which changes each year based on pop culture references like The Matrix and Harry Potter, and engage in conversations with Emily. During your conversation with Emily, you respond by picking from a list of responses that appear in the response window. However, there is a little more to this. After selecting your response, you need to tap on your keyboard to type out the response. You don't need to type what it says, just tap any keys on your keyboard until it stops typing. This blew me away during my playthrough of the game, as again, this adds to that immersion. However, there are moments in this where you would select a response and you would start typing out the response and suddenly you'd see the text start to be deleted and rewritten. Let's be honest, we've all done that when we want to say something in a message, only to reconsider and say something different. There's a little more to the game than just the conversations with Emily. You can also look at everyone's profiles and away messages. These reflect the shifting social trends of the early 2000s. Emily's and other users' away messages often include song lyrics, cryptic emotional statements, or inside jokes, mirroring how users once expressed their moods. You also get to know about the other characters in the game through these. At first glance, you wouldn't think there'd be a lot to talk about in my next topic, but let's talk about the presentation. Though it's simple in presentation, the game's visual and audio design plays a crucial role in its nostalgic appeal. As mentioned, the entire game takes place within a faux AIM chat window, which perfectly replicates the aesthetic of early 2000s messaging software. The pixelated avatars, the buddy list interface, all contribute to an authentic experience. The sound design is minimal but effective. The game lacks background music, which reinforces the solitude of late night online conversations. If you wanted to, you could play this with some music playing through your favourite media player of choice. You could even install Winamp to add to that 2000s vibe. As the game has no music, players hear familiar AIM sounds, the ding of a new message, the subtle keyboard clicks as they type, and the abrupt closing sound when a conversation ends. Again, as mentioned several times during this review, the sounds add to that immersion and make it all feel very real to people who lived through the early 2000s and using AOL or MSN Messenger. With all that said, did I enjoy my time with Emily is Away? I really did, as it was such a unique experience that really caught my attention with its design. However, the contents of the game with the emotional depth and moments mirroring my life kept me playing. The game can be completed in about an hour or so you don't need to dedicate an entire evening to the game. I played this during a live stream and we had a blast playing through it and talked about our memories of instant messaging. I do wonder how this game would play to a younger audience who didn't live through this time period the game is set in. So if you fancy a trip back to 2002 and can't afford some plutonium to fire up your flux capacitor, then give Emily is Away a try, as it's an hour long and costs the low price of nothing, so you have nothing to lose. We're back to the modern times and at the end of our look of Emily is Away. Have you played the game before? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments, but please keep it spoiler free. If you haven't played it before but this video convinced you to check it out, then let me know that in the comments too. If you liked this video or it helped you out today, then show me your thumbs by giving the video a thumbs up. Feel free to press subscribe and notification bell. That way you'll know when a new video hits the channel or when I'm live streaming. Thanks for watching. If you like visual novel style games, then click the video on screen where we discuss Coffee Talk and ask the question, is it the gold standard for cozy games? Click the video to find out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next quest.